What if I told you that the Farmhouse kit you've been staring at on that website, the one advertised for $89,000, is going to cost you closer to $350,000 by the time you actually move in? And the wildest part? The builder isn't technically lying to you. They just aren't telling you everything. Today, we're cracking open a number that nobody in this industry wants to talk about: the $100,000 gap between what you think you're buying and what you actually end up paying. I've dug into Q2 2026 data from Angi, HomeGuide, NAHB, and real builder breakdowns to bring you the most honest farmhouse cost video on this platform. And look, if you're serious about this dream, stay with me through the end, because the last section could literally save you six figures. I'm not exaggerating. Before we go any further, if this kind of raw, no-fluff content is what you're looking for, smash that subscribe button right now and hit the bell so you never miss a video. We do this every week. All right, let's get into it. Let's start at the beginning, because this is exactly where most people fall in love and where the confusion begins. You're scrolling online. You find it. The modern farmhouse kit. Board and batten siding. Standing seam metal roof. Open floor plan. And the price? $75,000. Maybe $110,000 for a bigger one. Your heart skips a beat. You run the numbers. You're thinking, I could actually do this. Here's what you need to understand about that price tag. That kit price, whether it's for a barn-dominium, a modular frame, or a prefab farmhouse shell, covers roughly 15 to 25% of your total finished project cost. Let me say that again. 15 to 25%. According to 2025 and 2026 data from Barn-Door Bible, the steel building kit for a 40 by 60 farmhouse-style barn-dominium typically runs $26,000 to $52,000 for materials. Add professional assembly, and you're at maybe $70,000 for shell. A shell, that's a structure with walls and a roof. No plumbing, no electrical, no insulation, no floors, no kitchen, no bathrooms, no foundation it's sitting on. And yet, that's the number being advertised. That's the number going in the YouTube thumbnail. That's the number making you cry happy tears at your kitchen table. The advertised base price is not your home. It's the skeleton of your home. So let's talk about what actually built the rest of it. The hidden cost breakdown, $100,000 gap explained. All right, I'm going to walk you through every major cost category that doesn't show up in the advertised kit price. And I want you to keep a running total in your head as we go. We're going to use a realistic scenario, a 2,000 square foot modern farmhouse kit on a rural lot. Kit advertised at $89,000. Ready? Let's do this. Hidden cost number one. The land, $330 to $415. B-roll, open rural land, for sale sign. The kit price assumes you already have land. Most people don't. A rural lot in 2026 can range from $35,000 in more affordable states to $90,000 or more for developed residential lot. And here's the twist. Raw land always looks like the better deal, but developing it can cost you $83,000 or more once you add everything it needs. According to real estate data from Oregon's Lincoln County market in early 2026, a $35,000 raw land parcel required $48,500 in development costs just to reach building-ready status. Things like a well, septic, electrical extension, site clearing, a driveway, and surveys. Compare that to a $90,000 residential lot that already had utility hookups. Total cost building ready? $96,500. The lesson: cheap land is often an illusion. Add to our running total. $50,000 to $90,000 for land. 2. Site preparation. Before one single panel of that kit goes up, your land has to be ready. That means a land survey at $400 to $1,800. Land clearing for trees, brush, and debris at $1,200 to $8,000. Grading and leveling at $1,000 to $5,000. And a driveway, because you need to get to your house. Gravel runs $4 to $10 per square foot. A 400-foot driveway, that's $4,000 to $8,000 right there. If your land has rocky terrain or a slope, these numbers can climb dramatically. One couple in a HomeGuide case study saved $15,000 just by choosing flat, already cleared lot over a wooded slope one. Add to our running total $8,000 to $22,000 for site prep. 3. Foundation, 5 to 545. The kit doesn't come with a foundation. It sits on a foundation. Big difference. A concrete slab, the most common and affordable option for farmhouse and barn dominium builds, runs $6 to $12 per square foot on average in 2026, climbing to $18 per square foot in coastal markets. For a 2,000 square foot home, that's $12,000 to $24,000 for a standard slab, and up to $36,000 in coastal or high-cost regions. Want a basement? That jumps to $35 to $50 or more per square foot. We're now talking $70,000 to $100,000 just for the foundation. Most budget-conscious builders go slab, but slab still isn't free. Add to our running total $12,000 to $36,000 for the foundation. 4. Utilities, 5:45 to 7 o'clock. This is the one that genuinely shocks people. And honestly, it shocked me when I first looked at the numbers. If your land doesn't have utilities already connected, and on rural land, it often doesn't. Here's what you're looking at according to 2026 data from Angi and HomeGuide. Electricity. Running a power line from the road to your home costs $5 to $25 per linear foot. If you're 800 feet from the nearest pole, that's potentially $20,000 just for electric. But here's the part nobody is talking about in 2026. The transformer shortage. Lead times for electrical transformers and meters have hit an all-time high this year. Even if you have the money and the permits ready, you could be waiting 6 months just to get a meter hookup. That is 6 months of running a construction generator at your own expense. Well drilling. Most residential wells need to go 100 to 300 feet deep. Complete well installation, including drilling, pump, pressure tank, and electrical runs $5,000 to $15,000 for standard depth in 2026. Septic system. A conventional septic system runs $3,500 to $8,500. An aerobic system, required in many counties, can hit $10,000 to $20,000. Water line connection, if municipal, $1,000 to $6,000 in labor, materials, and municipal fees, plus tap fees that in some areas reach $30,000. Natural gas or propane, add another $700 to $5,700 for propane, or $1,000 to $15,000 for gas line extension. The average total cost to get utilities on vacant land in 2026 ranges from $9,000 to $34,500 in a typical scenario, and can rocket to $45,000 to $90,000 or more in a premium scenario with rocky soil and long distances to mains. For our rural farmhouse scenario, let's use a mid-range estimate. Add to our running total $20,000 to $45,000 for utilities. 5. Permits and fees. Nobody loves permits, but ignore them and you're in real trouble. Building permits typically run $500 to $2,000, but in certain areas, complex project with multiple utilities can push this to $10,000 to $20,000. Then there are impact fees, essentially a tax your county charges for new development. These run $1,000 to $12,000 or more depending on your jurisdiction. Soil testing, perk test for septic approval, environmental assessments. Add another $3,000 to $8,000. And here's something many people don't factor in: the time permits take. In 2026, raw land permit approval can consume 3 to 6 months. During that time, you're likely paying rent or a mortgage somewhere else. That a double housing cost that can run you $12,000 to $24,000 before you've driven a single nail. Add to our running total $5,000 to $20,000 for permits and fees. 6. Interior finishing. Okay, your kit is up, foundation poured, utilities connected. You walk inside your new farmhouse shell and you see nothing. Bare metal walls, concrete floor, exposed steel. This is where the real money gets spent. According to 2026 barn dominium build data, Interior finishing on a 2,000 square foot home breaks down roughly like this. Closed cell spray foam insulation. In 2026, competitive bidding has brought closed cell spray foam down to $1 to $3 per square foot. For a metal building where you're covering walls, ceiling, and the underside of the roof, budget $6,000 to $15,000. This is not optional. Without it, a metal farmhouse is an oven in summer and a freezer in winter. Drywall, $1.50 to $3.50 per square foot installed. For a 2,000 square foot home, $10,000 to $20,000. Flooring, hardwood runs $6 to $25 per square foot. LVP, the most popular choice for farmhouses, runs $4 to $8 per square foot installed. For 2,000 square feet, $8,000 to $16,000. Plumbing, $7,000 to $15,000 for a basic system. Electrical, $10,000 to $30,000. More if you want a shop, EV charger, or any specialized wiring. HVAC, $6,000 to $20,000. Kitchen cabinets and countertops, $5,000 to $25,000 or more, depending on whether you're going IKEA or custom farmhouse shaker cabinets. Bathroom fixtures, vanities, tile, $3,000 to $10,000 per bathroom. According to NAHB data, interior finishes alone make up 24.1% of total home construction costs, the single largest category. For a typical build this size, interior finishing comes to between $68,000 and $130,000. Add to our running total, $68,000 to $130,000 for interior finishes. 7. Professional labor and contractor fees. Unless you're a licensed builder yourself, you're going to need professionals. And in 2026, the Associated Builders and Contractors reports the U.S. is short 349,000 net new construction workers just to keep pace with current demand. That shortage is showing up directly in your labor quotes. General contractor, $50 to $150 per hour, or 10 to 20% of your total project cost. Electrician, $50 to $130 per hour. Plumber, $45 to $150 per hour. HVAC technician, project-based, usually $6,000 to $20,000 for a full install. On a barn-dominium or farmhouse build where the contractor is managing the full project, skilled contractor fees often come to $85 to $95 per square foot. That's $170,000 to $190,000 for a 2,000 square foot home, covering most of the build labor but not materials. This is why owner builders who act as their own GC and do some of the finished work themselves can save significant money, but that brings its own risks and time investment. Add to our running total, $25,000 to $50,000 in general contractor coordination costs, and that assumes the owner is acting as their own GC and hiring subs directly. If you hire a full-service contractor, that number is substantially higher. The grand total. Let's add it all up for our $89,000 farmhouse kit. Kit advertised price, $89,000. Land, $50,000 to $90,000. Site preparation, $8,000 to $22,000. Foundation, $12,000 to $36,000. Utilities, $20,000 to $45,000. Permits and fees, $5,000 to $20,000. Interior finishing, $68,000 to $130,000. Contractor coordination, $25,000 to $50,000. Total, $277,000 to $482,000. That $89,000 kit is now a $277,000 to $482,000 home. And Angi's verified 2026 average for a finished farmhouse-style build, $323,026. Right in that range. The data doesn't lie. The $100,000 gap is real, and it's actually conservative. Why builders don't tell you this? Now, look, I want to be fair here, because I get asked all the time, are these companies scamming people? Not exactly. Here's what's actually happening. Reason number one, it's legal to advertise a show price. There's no law that says a kit company has to advertise the full turnkey cost. They sell kits, just like a car dealership sells a car, and not the road you drive it on. Their job is to sell you the structure. What you do with it after is your problem. Reason number 2, the numbers are overwhelming. If every farmhouse kit website led with starting at $89,000, but planned for $323,000 total, how many leads do you think they get? Precisely 0. The psychology of the low entry number gets you in the door. Once you're emotionally invested, the additional costs feel more manageable. This is not unique to construction. It's how most big-ticket industries work. Reason number 3, costs genuinely vary, and they always use the lowest end. Here's the thing. The $9,000 for utilities is technically possible if you're right next to utility lines on flat soil with easy access. The $90,000 scenario is also real if you're 800 feet from power lines, need an aerobic septic system, and have rocky terrain. Companies quote the best case scenario. You plan around the best case, and you end up living the worst case. Reason number 4, upgrade costs are buried in the fine print. Structural upgrades, finish upgrades, ceiling height increases, layout modifications. None of these are in the base price. And once construction has started and you decide you want hardwood instead of vinyl or an extra bathroom, those change orders cost significantly more than if you planned them up front. The industry has a term for this. They call them change orders. You'll call them budget nightmares. So what can you actually do about all of this? Stay right there, because the next section is the one that actually saves you money. How to protect yourself. The Smart Builder's Checklist. All right, let's flip the script, because you can build your dream farmhouse without getting blindsided. You just need to go in with your eyes open. Here's exactly how. Smart move number 1. Get the all-in quote before you fall in love. Before you give any company a single dollar or your email address, demand a detailed scope of what is and what is not included in that price. Ask specifically, does this include the foundation? Does this include utility hookups? What permits are my responsibility? What is the estimated cost to turn this shell into a livable home? Any reputable company will answer these questions directly. If they dodge or say it depends without giving you ranges, walk away. Smart move number 2, build a 20% contingency into your budget minimum. This is not optional advice. This is the difference between finishing your home and leaving it half-built. Experts recommend a contingency fund of 10 to 20% of your total project budget. For complex builds involving environmental work or extensive customization, go 25 to 30%. If your total budget is $300,000, hold $60,000 of that in reserve before you spend anything. Here is something critical for 2026 specifically. With interest rates hovering around 6.6%, construction loan rate locks are on a timer. Most locks run 12 months. If your build drags past that window and would permit delays and a transformer shortage, it very well might. You could pay $5,000 to $15,000 in rate lock extension fees, or lose your original rate entirely and roll into a higher permanent mortgage. That is a hidden cost that wrecks budgets at the finish line. Plan for it now. Smart move number 3. Choose your land carefully. IT is half the battle. Remember, the land you choose will either make your build affordable or brutal. Look for flat, already cleared land which saves $8,000 to $15,000 on site prep. Look for proximity to existing utility lines, which can save $10,000 to $30,000 on hookups. Look for areas with straightforward zoning for residential construction, which saves months of permit time. And look for sites accessible by standard delivery trucks, so you're not paying for special equipment. One real case study showed a couple saved $15,000 on site prep alone just by choosing a flat, cleared lot over a sloped wooded one. That $15,000 went straight into kitchen upgrades. The lot is not just where your home sits. It's a massive cost variable that most people don't evaluate carefully enough. Smart move number 4. Compare like for like. When comparing kit prices between companies, draw up a matrix, a simple spreadsheet, with every element you want. Foundation type, utility connections, insulation, windows and doors, interior framing, plumbing rough-in, Then check which of those items each company includes. Two kits priced at $89,000 and $110,000 might be very different in terms of what's actually covered. And the more expensive one could be the better deal once you factor in what it includes. This is the step most buyers skip. Don't skip it. Smart move number 5. Understand a timeline and double housing costs. Here's a cost nobody puts in a spreadsheet. Where are you living during the build? An owner-builder on a 2,000 square foot barndominium or farmhouse should plan for 12 to 18 months from permit approval to move in. For raw land, add another 3 to 6 months just for permit approval. And all of that time, you're paying rent or a mortgage somewhere else. That's a double housing cost period that can run $12,000 to $30,000 before you ever move in. This is a real number that needs to be in your total budget. Smart move number 6. Know that the kit is only 15 to 25% of your cost. Write this down. Tattoo it on your arm if you have to. The steel shell or kit represents 15 to 25% of your finished project cost. This is confirmed by 2025 to 2026 builder data across multiple sources. It is the single most important thing I can tell you today. So here's your quick mental math tool. Take the kit price, multiply it by 4. That's your rough minimum for a finished home. A $75,000 kit? Think $300,000 total. An $89,000 kit? Think $356,000 or more. Is it exact? No, but it keeps you in the right zip code financially while you do your detailed research. Smart move number 7. Talk to people who already did it. Reddits are /barndominium and our /self-builders communities are gold. Owner builders are shockingly honest about what their builds actually cost versus what they expected. Read 50 threads before you spend $1. The patterns become very clear very fast. Real people, real numbers, no marketing. The big picture, is it still worth it? So after all of that, is a farmhouse kit still a good idea? Here's my honest take. Yes, absolutely yes. If you go in with realistic numbers, here's why they still make sense. A finished 2,000 square foot barndominium or farmhouse style build is coming in at an average of $323,026 in 2026, according to Angi's verified Q2 data. A comparable traditional stick-built home for $128,000 or more just for construction, according to NAHB. You are saving money, but you're saving maybe 10 to 30%, not 70%. The other advantages are real too. These metal frame farmhouse structures are extremely durable. Built right, they can last 50 to 150 years. They're resistant to pests, fire, and severe weather in ways which frame homes simply aren't. They hold their value well in rural markets where demand for them is strong. And for a lot of families, the customization, the land, the open space, the lifestyle, it's worth every penny of that true cost. The dream is valid. The $89,000 number just isn't. Here's what I actually budgeted in 2026 for a finished turnkey farmhouse build on rural land. 1,200 square foot basic farmhouse, $180,000 to $280,000. 2,000 square foot mid-range farmhouse, $280,000 to $400,000. 3,000 square foot premium farmhouse, for $100,000 to $600,000 or more. These are honest numbers. Plan to these numbers. Build to these numbers. And you'll be just fine. That's everything I've got for you today. The real, honest 2026 breakdown of what a farmhouse kit actually costs from shell to livable home. If this video saved you from a nasty surprise, or if it just helped you plan smarter, I would genuinely love it if you hit that like button. It helps more people find this content, and more people need to see it. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the hidden cost that surprised you the most? I read every single comment. If you want to go even deeper on the build process, I've got a full video on how to choose land for a farmhouse build, and another on construction loans and how to actually finance one of these projects. Links are in the description and on the screen right now. Subscribe if you haven't already. We drop new content every week, and none of it is sugar-coated. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I'll see you in the next one.